Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Anyway, today I'm going to be talking about Tinder because I got I got inboxes of people saying I saw your profile on Tinder. Yes, I was on Tinder because I was finding dating difficult. So I had to be on Tinder. I just had to change my life one way or the other. So I decided to join the dating site Tinder. So I'm going to share my experience. Hopefully this will help. Yeah. So I didn't know how Tinder works. So I tried to figure it out and it didn't really make any sense as to why people are on Tinder. Until I joined it and I was like, oh, yeah, it's a special place. That one. So anyway, I got liked by white guys, which was surprisingly odd for me because I've never really dated anybody out of my race like that. As an adult, I haven't really dated anybody out of my race. So I was a hit in the white community, which was fun. And then when it came to black guys, the young ones, yeah, I put my real age on my profile. So the young ones were always the ones to hit me up. And I did have fun on Tinder. I met a few people and I went on a few dates and it was quite interesting, to be honest with you guys. Tinder is rate me on a scale to 1 to 10, from 1 to 10, face to face. That's what Tinder is like, because when you go on these dates, you actually realize that the person is not that fun and they're not really that interesting, compared to when you're texting and you're on the call with them and you are just trying to converse and try to find out who they are and what they do. Other than that, it was just not, for me personally, dating on Tinder is sort of like a catfish, because I, for one, know that when it comes to text, I'm a lazy texter. I don't like texting at all. I prefer phone calls. So most of the people that liked me on Tinder loved texting and they felt like that is amazing. I was like, no. And I don't take men that don't call me seriously. If you don't call me, I don't think you're serious about me. So when you text me, I'm just like, is this man serious? So that part was a no-no for me. And another thing is some of the people that are on Tinder rather than men were perverts in a way, because they'd ask for nudes and that would just, yeah, it was bad, yeah. And then some of them were really interesting, and when you go on the dates, you actually find out, oh, there are really people like you in this world, huh? Interesting. I'm just fascinated that there are people that live a certain way, that carry out a certain religion from yours. It was amazing. And the nice thing about Tinder is that, like I said, you get to be somebody that you're not, because a lot of people go there and sell you dreams, and then when you go on the date, you're just like, what is this? This is not who I've been texting, you know what I mean? So I think dating and actually courting is actually the best way to go, because then nobody hides anything from you, because everything's revealed from physical appearance, their height. If you don't know height and in numbers, then it's best for you to just do real life dating, because people on Tinder lie about their height. And I'm a tall girl, I'm like 5'6" feet, and a lot of men on Tinder were very short. I think one was taller than me, the rest was short. And another thing is they also lied about their their relationship status as well. So watch out for those. Well, here's how you know. When a man at a certain period of time, when you try to call him, his phone doesn't go through, and that happens like 3 consecutive days at a certain period, like at a certain time, 7 p.m. They're unavailable, and then in the morning they're the first person to text you. Throughout the day they're texting you at 7 p.m. That person is not available. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And then another thing is when they hide. Here's the thing about the last scene. When they hide their last scene, really, I've been hiding mine for years. Versus WhatsApp introduced that feature, I've been hiding my last scene, and it has worked. Yeah, I reply to messages that are urgent majority of the time. I don't really text for leisure or to entertain myself. I text because of business. Rather than that, I'm not really much of a texter. So people that hide their last scene, most of the time, have something to hide. Because I, for one, know I live with a teenager in this house. That's a very good example. So yes, look out for those. Another thing is people that don't have profile pictures on Tinder. Run, Lala. Run. Yo, run. Let me tell you why. If they don't have a profile picture, it's either they are not worth it, or you're going to be very disappointed when y'all like transition from Tinder to WhatsApp and then they still don't share pictures with you. Run. It's probably a catfish going to waste your time, and you're probably going to be disappointed with the physical appearance. If you go for people because of their physical appearance, you're probably going to be disappointed. And in my head, yeah, I don't like going out with people that I haven't seen, even if it's a picture. You know, I really don't mind. Oh my goodness, I have to share this. So this one particular guy, he was from Johannesburg, and originally from Johannesburg. So he's been based here in Bloemfontein for the past 6 years. I think that's what he said. This was last year, guys. So he was like, we should meet up, but I should come to his place. Never go to a guy's place like for like the first meet up. Never go to a guy's place until you are completely comfortable with him and you feel like you can trust him. Don't go there. Like, don't. First meet up, if a guy asks to link up at his place, run. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You don't know this person. Don't play those games with your life. So that was a red flag, and I was like, nah, man. And then he tried to explain, saying that white capitalism has taken over South Africa. He doesn't feel like he needs to support any restaurant or whatever. And I'm like, nah, I can pay for my own things if that's what you're worried about. I can afford myself, so don't worry about me. If you want to show up really, then you can meet up. I even made it easy. I was like, I'll meet up with you next to me. Like, I'll meet up with you next to where you stay, which is Mall. Yo, this guy still was like insisting that I should come to his place. And I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. Blocked, delete, moved on with my life. Yep. Any guy, guys, any guy that like literally wants to be with you would, at least for a few days, like take you out to a public place rather than lock you up in his room and murder you. Okay. But any guy that likes you would go out with you until you're comfortable, go to like his place or to just go to a private area. But other than that, guys, don't do it. It's not worth it. Yeah, that's my experience on Tinder. So I would definitely choose being asked in real life over Tinder any day, because Tinder creates expectations that are not real, and yes, it might work for others, but in most cases, it doesn't really work. You know, you guys know the TV show Catfish, and you know how most episodes turned out, and it wasn't really, you know, pleasing to see that people out there really want to be loved, and they'll go to certain lengths to find that love. It's really unfortunate that there are people as selfish as those that were perpetrators on the show Catfish, and some of them felt no remorse as to what they were doing. Some of them were remorseful and apologized. Yeah, so guys, Tinder is a platform for people with very thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, please don't go there, because some of these men are very shall I say rude. Some of them are rude, some of them are mean. But the nice thing about Tinder is that if somebody did swipe right, and if you allowed them to have a conversation with you, great. If you don't allow them to have a conversation with you, that's another thing. That's also like great. You know, you have control as to who you can converse with and who you shouldn't converse with. And always, if you go on a date with somebody, like my dad taught me this when I started dating in my teens, always have money to go back home. You don't want to be stranded in the middle of nowhere, and you don't want that. You know, even as an adult, I don't go anywhere if I don't have money. You don't have money, postpone. Do not be at somebody's mercy at all. Like, if you don't have money, don't go, postpone. When you're good, then go, so that when you feel uncomfortable or you feel uneasy, you're able to just call a cab and leave, you know, without having to give somebody an explanation. So yes, that was my experience on Tinder. It might have worked for other people, and it might have worked not so well for others. But for now, I prefer ukushela emhlweni kanje, sibonane emhlweni, untshela ukuthi uyandithanda, pour your heart out to me, baby boy. Anyway, good night guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye. And the same.